Today was supposed to be the birthday of Quantum Vibes, and something happened with the printing issue. Hey, Beth. And they ended up changing the date to November 11th, which puts the birthday of Quantum Vibes at 11/1/22. So Quantum Vibes, of course, now has a angel number for the birthday. So if you haven't pre-ordered yours yet, grab it. I am so excited. So many people around the world already have my book because it's available in the UK already. You can pre-order it in the US. It's coming. We'll have it in just a couple of weeks. I did send out an email that said January 11th. That was the wrong date. So I am so excited for this conversation that we're going to have today. This is an epic conversation that is going to change the game for manifesting for you. I was sitting with what I wanted to say and what I wanted to share, and really what came through was next level. So who here is excited to manifest? If I can deliver something really valuable to you in the next 30 to 45 minutes that you're like, yes, this will change my manifesting game, who's in? Who wants to hear me? Who wants to up level? Who wants to create something exciting and perhaps become so magnetic that you manifest something that's going to blow your mind this year? I want to know who's watching. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know what you're feeling excited to create. I want to know if you're ready to open your heart and create big, wild dreams in a way that you never have before. And are you ready to receive? Because the name of the game of manifesting is there's a lot of different components to it. And one of them is being able to receive like you've never received before. And I want to ask, so when you think about becoming an energetic match to big wild dreams, when you think about really receiving something that you desire, what happens is you have, hey, I love everyone jumping on. Yes, so excited. This is amazing. So happy that you're here with me. I've got the ocean vibes coming in strong. And when you think of something that you want to desire, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you one of the ways I've been able to manifest these big wild dreams of ocean views, standing on the TEDx. My TEDx talk has reached almost 2.7 million people, keeps going up, becoming a best-selling author, having clients that are in such alignment find me, having abundance flow, living my purpose and my mission. And I'm going to share with you the beginning of this process today, here, right in this group. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Zen. Hey, Tess. Hey, Christina. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Before we dive into that process, I want to share with you something that our logical minds do, that our subconscious mind does to kick us out of the name of the game of attracting our manifestations. So when you want to become an energetic match to something that you desire, you want to be able to hold the frequency. And here's what happens. You have, if you were just talking about like a playing field, if you were playing right here, okay, so this is kind of where your life currently is. And then you connect with your soul and you get a dream, you get a desire. Because I believe that our dreams and our desires are put into our body, are given to us from the divine, from our higher power, from our souls. So you have the desire. So let's say $50,000. You wanna just bring in $50,000 this month. You wanna bring in whatever it is, if it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, it doesn't even matter. You have a desire and your desire is here. And what happens is in order to become an energetic match, you need to bring your frequency to the place matching that desire where you're like, oh, I can feel it. I'm ready. I know this is mine. I know my desires are meant to be mine. They're given to me from something bigger. I can hold the frequency. Yes, yes, yes. I'm ready for it. And what happens is, this is something new. It's something different. And so our subconscious mind starts to kick in and starts to go, well, where's that money going to come from? You've never made that money in that short of amount of time before. How are you going to do it now? You've never been able to hold that desire before. How are you going to do it now? And what happens is your energy, it starts to come back down to where you are now. Or you have a desire, it's like you want to manifest something here, you're here, and your subconscious starts to trigger the voice of doubt. Who do you think you are? Why do you think you're worthy of that? What is it in you that you think you can receive that and you can actually have that? Is this resonating? Have y'all ever had these voices where something kind of kicks in? And so what you need to do is you need to understand how to rewire that piece of you, how to not let that piece of you be the dominant vibration, and how to let the piece of you that's in pure alignment with your heart and your soul lead. Okay? So this is the conversation that is really going to change the game when you can understand that. And I took some notes. I want to make sure that I'm sharing everything. Yes, because what happens is you're moving from the conscious. The conscious is the known. The conscious is the known. All right, I'm going to take this conversation deeper. I'm going to let you into a conversation. I haven't shared it in this way before, but this is what's coming through and the way to share it. And if you can be with me, whether you're live or on the replay, if you can be with me with your presence, everything is going to change. Who's excited? And I want to hear from you. I want to say, I'm ready, because what you're doing in even just saying, I'm here, I'm ready, you're putting your conscious mind in the driver's seat. So our subconscious mind is in the driver's seat about 90 to 95% of the time. And what that means is that's who you have been. The programs that you've taken on, the wounding that you've carried, the pieces of you that haven't had the belief of your big wild dreams have been in the driver's seat, or in the driver's seat when you're not aware of what's happening. Yay! And so you want to take the conscious piece of you and put it in the driver's seat as often as you can. I love it. I love seeing all the I'm readies. I'm excited. Yes, because what you're doing is that is a rewiring in itself, as you're claiming where you want to go. You're claiming that you are no longer willing to let who you've been dictate where you're going. So this is not about where you've been. This is not about what you've been able to accomplish up until this point. This is about where you're going and what you desire. Now, there are 3 fields that we can play in. And if you really want a quantum leap into big wild dreams, this is going to change the game. Okay? So we have the field. Think about it like this way. There's a field here, and a field here. Boom, boom, boom. We have a field that is what's realistic. This is very third dimensional. This is kind of what's considered known, what's considered predictable, what's considered, again, realistic. I've been quoted a lot saying, keep your reality away from my fantasy. And I love that quote, because that quote demonstrates what I'm about to teach you right now. Okay? We have the field of what's realistic. This field of the third dimensional reality, which is where most people play. Joe Dispenza calls this matter, like the field of matter, Newtonian physics, which means our physical dense bodies. If you're going to go from here, you've got to go in the car across the country. It's like you're driving. That's the only way you can get there. In the olden days, it was the horse and buggy. All right? Then we have just above that a field of like excitement. And what kind of the song that's coming to my mind is like, you make me feel like dancing. Come on, dance the night away. It's like something in your body, something in your cells starts to be like, you feel like, oh my gosh. It's like that moment when you're about to receive something that you feel excited about. It's like you've given yourself permission to dream. Everything in your body is changing and shifting. And you are like, oh my gosh. So this field of excitement, this represents things that like would blow your mind, but like deep down, you knew you could do it. Deep down, you're like, oh, I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. So like for the money goal, for that $50,000 number, we'll just use that. And this is relevant whether you're wanting 5,000, 20, 30, 40, 100K, a million, whatever it is you're wanting, this is relevant. Hey, Camille. So if you're in this middle field of like that place of excitement, this is where things come to you because you're playing with the energetics differently. You're not waiting on what's realistic. You're not waiting on other people to give you permission. You understand that there's a whole different way of playing this game, and you're not willing to think that there's only one way to get there. You're not willing to only drive cross country when you can actually call an airline and book a flight that will take you from the East Coast to the West Coast in 4.5 hours instead of 2 days or 3 days or however long it takes to drive across. Okay? So there's that middle field. You make me feel like dancing. You feel the difference? There's the third dimensional, like, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be super what's expected. It's gonna be predictable. It's gonna be realistic. There's that, okay? Then you got the field of, you make me feel like dancing. Where you can turn up your vibes, where you can start to play with possibility, where it's like, you just feel like dancing. If things feel exciting, in the field of excitement, okay? Then we have the quantum vibes field. Whoop, whoop, quantum vibes field. Quantum Vibes book, Quantum Vibes field. This is the field of infinite possibilities. The field of magic, the field of miracles, the field of like, how did this happen? This doesn't even make sense. I can't even believe. This is the way I felt, honestly, when I walked into this view that you're seeing behind me. When I followed my intuition and I followed my soul and followed a path that made zero sense, and I walked into a room and I was standing in the middle of my vision board. This is the field that holds the things that we won't even dream big enough for. And when we can start to understand that this field is a button house of possibilities and we can all plug into it, and we can all pull our desires to us by understanding that this field exists and by letting these dreams come to us without thinking that it has to be realistic and it has to be predictable and we have to know each step of the way, because we go, boom. The second our mind kicks in, we change the energetics of where we're living. And we're no longer living in this quantum field of infinite possibilities. We're not even dancing in the zone of excitement. We're down into the third dimensional reality of matter moving matter. Okay? Who's following? Are you following? Is this making sense? Is this starting to are you starting to understand a little bit more of the energetics behind manifesting? Because this is a huge piece of this conversation. There's so many different nuances. Where most of us live is in this space of needing predictability. We need to know that X amount of dollars is coming. We need to know that this is what tomorrow is going to look like. We need to know all of these things we think we need to be safe. Okay, good. Yes, and makes sense. Makes so much sense. Good. Now, you know, it's interesting. I shared a post on my personal Facebook page that came up that I had written from 2017. Actually, I want to read it if I can find my phone. I want to read it to you because it actually has a lot to do with what I'm saying here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay. So this was something I had written in 2017, and it came up on my memories. And the reason I want to share it with you is because this was me playing in the field of excitement in 2017. Hi, my name is Suzanne, and I'm trying to do this thing called life in a way that feels good to me. Everyone doesn't always like how I do things, and that's okay. They don't have to. I'm a woman on a mission, and I help people see the truth of who they are and were before they started being the person everyone told them they needed to be. When you tap into your authenticity on that level, nothing can stop you. I believe we're living in a time when things are truly shifting. We are being asked to evolve as a species, and it's time to stop ignoring the call. If you know you are meant for more than what you're currently experiencing in life, then I'm asking you to start to do something about it. Get quiet. Pray to be shown the way to your highest levels of joy and fulfillment. Make a conscious effort to be more joyful. Most importantly, take action that your heart is begging you to take that scares you the most. I promise when you follow your heart and the calling of your soul, you'll never regret it. That was me oscillating in the field of excitement, connection, ready for the dreams, ready for the dreams. And so we can go up and down and back and forth in these fields all day long. In fact, we're going to, because our subconscious mind will kick in. The voice of doom, the voice of triggers. What did I call it? The voice of doubt. The voice of doubt will kick in every time you want to go to your next level. Every time you want to come an energetic match to your next level, your subconscious mind is going to be like, "Where are we going? This doesn't feel predictable. This doesn't feel realistic. This doesn't feel known. Where are we going? I don't like this. I like the known. I like where I know that I've been. I like where I can feel safe." And that voice comes in our head and it holds all of our energy back if we let it. If we let it hold all of our energy back, it does. If we can say, "Hey there, no, we're playing in the field of dreams. We're going dancing. You make me feel like dancing." We're going in the field of dreams. We're going dancing. Come on. Let's go have some fun. Let me show you a little bit about the magic you've been missing. And you start to understand how to dance with that part of you, and you start to invite it in. And eventually you get into the quantum vibes field. The field of infinite possibilities and infinite miracles and magic, where you wake up to views that blow your own mind. Where you wake up to messages in your inbox from multiple six-figure clients that found you on the internet that said, "I have something I need your help with. Can I hire you?" When you really get into the state of attracting dreams that you wouldn't have even thought of for yourself. And so if you really want to be an energetic match to big wild dreams, there's so many different layers. You've got to understand how to dance with the voice of doubt. You've got to understand which field you're playing in and why you're playing there, and how do you get into the other fields. You've got to tune up your frequency and really start to believe in yourself like you've never believed in yourself before. And I have more for us. I have 3 pages of notes that I channeled for this today that I'm going to deliver for you. And what I want to say first is this conversation is near and dear to my heart because I am on a mission. I am on a mission to activate heart-centered leaders and visionaries and entrepreneurs into receiving like you've never received before, because we need people in their power, connected to their hearts and their soul and their purpose, that are ready to help create new paradigms in this world. I'm doing it. Many of my clients are doing it, and we need so much more. And for you to create the change that you need to create, that means you've got to be connected to your power. You've got to be someone that is showing other people what is possible in the field of excitement and in the field of the quantum vibes, where infinite possibilities exist. And so if this is something that you're feeling activated, if you're like, yes, I like this conversation, yes, I want to continue this, then I want to invite you to join me inside of my brand new masterclass. It's called Becoming the Energetic Match Masterclass. It's a 3-day paid masterclass. It is a very low ticket offer. If you would like the link, let me know. Comment below, let me know. The price is going to go up in the morning, not by much. The final price is going to be $111 for that. It's 3 days with a Q&A, and I'm going to add lifetime access. It's lifetime access. When you purchase this, you automatically go into a draw to win a one-on-one session with me. I don't do one-off sessions, but if I did, the value of that would be about $2,000. So it is a no-brainer. This is something you are going to want to be in. Come and join me. So for those of you asking for the link, I cannot wait. I will share it with you. I don't think I can share it right now. I should have had my team on standby giving this to you right now. Really starting to think about what is exciting to you. What are the big wild dreams that you want to call in, and where are you playing in regards to these fields? So I want to go through the notes that I had and make sure that we're really, really pulling the layers back of this conversation. And I want you to start to think of what are some of the voices that when you have the voice of doubt, what is it that your voice of doubt says to you? First of all, let's take this time and space to claim some big wild dreams. What's a dream that you have that would feel exciting, that you want to call in? And here's the way, here's what happens sometimes. We want to dance, we want to have our dreams in this field of quantum infinite potential, but then we want to know exactly how and exactly when. And when we go to wanting to know exactly how and exactly when, what do? We pull ourselves back into the third dimensional field of matter. And when we're in that field of matter, we're not an energetic match for the dreams that exist here. And so we're trained to expect predictability, to expect what's realistic, to expect the known. If you think about the way that we grow up, we go to kindergarten, then we go to first grade, second grade, all through elementary school. We go to middle school, high school. Then we're expected to go to college. And then after college, you get a job, and you're in that job 9 to 5, and you do that, and you go to work, you eat, you pay bills, and you're supposed to be saving money. And then you're supposed to be saving money all this time, so at 60 or 70, you can retire and then enjoy life. No. That's not the life that I'm living. That is not the life I desire for anyone. The life that you're supposed to live is the life that lights your soul on fire. There are so many ways. There's not just that one path. There are so many ways. Your soul has so much for you. There's so many ways to create creative revenue streams. There are so many ways to serve people. There are so many ways to activate your passions and your purpose. You have to believe. You've got to understand how to rewire and reprogram your mind. You've got to embody the frequency of the fields of excitement and the fields of infinite possibilities, infinite potentials, quantum vibes, or calling your name. And so how many of you are listening to the voice of doubt? How many of you have dreams, but you don't know how? It doesn't feel realistic. Someone told you couldn't do it. You tried for 2 weeks and then you gave up. That's where most of us are. We have our heart, our soul gives us the desire. We're like, oh, you make me feel like dancing for like 2 days. And then we're like, well, where is it? Well, it's not here yet. Well, I meditated every day for 2 weeks and nothing happened. She got it, but I didn't get it. That is not the becoming an energetic match. Becoming an energetic match is holding the frequency that even when you can't See the how. Even when it doesn't feel realistic, even when you don't know what's happening, you're still an energetic match. Because when you can hold the frequency and be the energetic match and play in the field of excitement and plug into the button house of infinite possibilities and plug in 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 and hold the frequency no matter what, you become a magnet. Now, you need to understand how to embody. You need to understand how your subconscious mind works, and these are the things that I'm going to be diving deeper into inside of the Becoming the Energetic Match Masterclass. So for all of you asking for the link, as soon as I'm done, myself or my team will come on. The rewiring, the embodiment. The moment I learned about true soul embodiment, everything changed for me. Because we can understand it, we can hear it in one ear, out the other. We can understand it when it comes in and we're like, oh. And there's levels of an understanding. There's levels of understanding what's happening. And then there's an embodiment. When you just are it and you don't need the validation. Validation is nice, but you don't need it. And you hold that frequency. Now, I'm ready for it too. We're going to have fun. In this masterclass, we're going to dive in. This is lifetime access. And so what's awesome about that is you can have it over and over, because the way that our conscious and subconscious mind works, it's not a one and done type of thing. It's not a let me hear it one time and that's it. I don't really watch TV, but when I used to watch TV like 12, 15 years ago, and you would see a commercial, and you don't just see a commercial once, you see a commercial over and 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 over again. How many of you, if I was like, I don't want to grow up, finish the sentence. I don't want to grow up because I bet you almost all of you can finish that sentence. Because you were programmed. Your subconscious mind was programmed. Yep. Because I'm a Toys R Us kids. Think about the jingles that you hear. You're programmed. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. You didn't just hear it once. You heard it over and over and over again. And so we've got to put ourselves in the ignition of allowing our conscious mind to program. And one of the ways that we do that is having the right conversations over and over and over again, staying in the work, staying in the conversations over and over and over again. Now, for those of you that have asked for the link for the Energetic Match Masterclass, Becoming the Energetic Match Masterclass, yes, it's probably a US ad. Gina, I'm going to give you the link again. The price is going to change every day up until the masterclass, just in small increments. So get it. If you think you want it, grab it, because when you look tomorrow, the price is going to be up. It's only going to 111, so it won't be up that much, but every day it's going to go up a little bit more. I'm just feeling called to share this as well, so I'm going to. I also have a new program that I'm launching that is a year-long container. Because what happens in my world is people buy over and over again. Because it's like, yeah, you make me feel like dancing. I like it, Gina. Because it's like someone comes into my world and there's so much to learn. And I'm on the journey. As long as we're breathing, we're growing. But people in my world buy over and over and over again. And I wanted to create a year-long container that offered a significant discount. If you want to come in my world and learn from me in every single one of my digital programs, if every paid workshop, every paid masterclass, like you're already in, it's like Christmas and you're already in, then I have this new container. Thank you, Nikki. It's called the Alignment Experience. And this is an experience where you truly shift your body, your heart, and your soul into alignment through our work together. And it's a year-long experience, but what I'm doing that's really special is anyone that joins in 2022 gets whenever you join in 2022, you get the rest of the year as a bonus. So basically, if you were to join the year-long container now, you get October, November, December, and your year actually starts in January. And then you get the entire year of every program that I'm delivering. The program on speaking your soul, on iconic radiance, understanding emotional intelligence, self-love, true embodiment, manifesting formula program. I'm relaunching, reimagining, remastering the manifesting formula program. I've got a program that I'm going to share with you on how to land a TEDx and how to create your TEDx talk, a program on leadership, and just anything that I create, you get it. You also get a $500 discount off any one of my personal, my in-person retreats. So if you want the link for the alignment experience, if you're like, I feel activated, I'm ready, no more sitting around, I'm moving to that field of the quantum vibes, I'm ready, then let me know and just specify I want the link for the alignment experience, because I'm assuming every other link is probably going to be for the Energetic Match Masterclass, except for Jacqueline. You might have been asking for the link to the alignment experience. If you want that, let me know. Other thing, for those of you that want to come and have a life-changing experience with me in 4 days, when you can immerse yourself in this work together, words cannot describe what happens. I've been hosting events and retreats since 2015. I am hosting my 6th retreat. The others I hosted with a former business partner of mine. This one I'm hosting alone. It's in February in Sedona. And it's a 4-day deep dive immersion where we are really going to play in the field of excitement. We're going to feel like dancing. We're going to plug into potentials. We're going to have fun. You're going to create lifelong connections. And I cannot wait. I am so excited. It's the kind of thing when you register, something changes in your energetic field. And you have like the excitement coming up to the event. You have the whole event. We get on that sacred land. We go to the vortexes, we shift and heal and expand, and I get a breakthrough. I'm excited too, Christy. We're gonna have an amazing time. I get breakthroughs every single time. I have full body chills even just talking about it. The connections and the lifelong friendships that are made, the way that if you wanna up-level your embodiment, my digital programs are an amazing way. And there's something so magnificent and magnetic that happens in these in-person containers that is challenging to do through the internet. You can do a lot of it through the internet. It's an amazing tool that we have, these digital programs. It's a great way to stay in the conversation. It's a great way to reprogram and rewire. And when you can add an in-person experience, something phenomenal happens. So if you want the details for the Sedona retreat, it's happening in February. Type in Sedona, send me details. I love it. I want to see you in Sedona. We're going to feel like dancing in Sedona. Get excited. All right, let me double check, and let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to say about today. In the Becoming an Energetic Match Masterclass, we're going to really be covering understanding how to navigate the space between declaration and manifestation. What I mean by that is when you declare, I'm going here, and then you got to whoop, get your energy there. We're going to dive into that. We're going to be diving into that in the Becoming the Energetic Match Masterclass. How to hold the frequency when it looks like nothing is happening. When you're in that like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's like, I did it. My soul told me. How do I hold this when it looks like it's not happening instead of reverting back into letting that loop of the voice of doubt, take the wheel. We're not going to do that anymore. If you're in my world, we're not doing that anymore. We're plugging into big wild dreams, and this is going to be an amazing conversation to do that. And then again, really understanding pieces of the rewiring and reprogramming of your subconscious mind. That is the name of the game. In my book, Quantum Vibes, there's a whole chapter on the rewiring and reprogramming. And, you know, all of my work complements. If I could just sit here and go, boom, I'm going to tell you every single thing I know right now, and you could actually hear it and embody it, I would. And that is what happens when you walk with me in the year-long experience and you come into these deep 4 or 5 day immersions where you're able to hear it, feel it, receive it, embody it more. So with that, does anyone have any questions before we jump off? Hey, Bubbles, I'm happy you're here. If you just joined at the end, I highly recommend jumping back on at the beginning and really, really going through this process of the different energetic fields. And then Bubbles, I know you are an early reader of Quantum Vibes, so it would be so fun for you to hear it after reading the book and tell me what you think. So I am always growing and evolving my own teachings. And so I'm always going to be growing and evolving what's working for me, what's working for my clients. And I work with a wild, amazing realm of people. I work with coaches, healers, doctors, lawyers, CEOs, VPs, real estate agents. The through line is they want more purpose, they want more passion, they want to understand energetics to create abundance, they want a life that lights them up, they want to be playing in this field of excitement, they want to be able to plug in to the field of infinite possibilities and create lives that take their breath away and blow their mind. And I believe that we are living in the time. I am on a mission to create a new paradigm of what's possible. I'm on a mission to create a new paradigm of what is realistic and to move us out of that third dimensional realm into the realm of this gets to be exciting. We're going dancing into the realm of like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have even dreamed big enough to receive that. And when more of us can play there, when more of us can be there, we begin to create a new paradigm because we're showing other people. You know, in the beginning, when I stepped away from my corporate job, people thought I was crazy. People thought like, oh my gosh, you know, who do you think you are? Like, what are you doing? I remember, you know, my mother said to me, or someone said to my mother, I didn't know Suzanne was even a writer because I was writing my first book. And she said, neither did I. And she goes, and for that matter, neither did any of her English teachers. And now I have a book, Girl Awakened. If you haven't read it, check it out. This is being turned into a movie. Talk about the field of potentiality. Being turned into a movie as we speak. We're in the early stages of that. I've got a new book, Quantum Vibes. It's coming out by a publisher. This is only the beginning. And the more I can provide with you evidence of what's possible, and the more you can plug in and we can start going and showing other people that, like, listen, life is meant to be fun. We're meant to live our dreams. We're meant to have lives that we enjoy, and we get to have the safety of having, you know, if we want to have the savings and money and we want to have assets and we want to have those things, it doesn't have to be one or the other. In this field of excitement and this field of quantum vibes, anything and everything is possible. I have a client that owns 4 or 5 companies, and he's been a client for over 2 years. And some of his companies have billions of dollars of assets. His motto is anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's written all over his parking lot. That's his motto. That's his game. That's how he got there. This is a man that was playing in these fields without really consciously understanding what he was doing. He was playing in the field and the energetics of anything is possible. Anything is possible when I put my mind to it. And there's a way of really balancing the feminine and the masculine pieces of you, creating that. So it's not push. Again, that we're back when we get to the push and the force, we've just gone back to this third dimensional reality of matter to matter. It's not where you want to live, but that's where most of us live 80-90% of the time. So this is an invitation to ask you to share with me what's been your biggest breakthrough today. Does understanding these different dimensions and these different realities, does that it open something within you? Have you felt excited? Have you felt activated? Have you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not dreaming big enough? Do you feel like she's really shown me some evidence? And really, like, evidence, y'all, it rewires and reprograms our own subconscious mind. Joe Dispenza always talks about the 4-minute mile. There were all of these athletes trying to break the 4-minute mile, and they couldn't do it. No one could run a mile faster than 4 minutes for years. And then finally, one person, I don't even know his name, but one guy broke the 4-minute mile. And when he broke the 4-minute mile, what happens was there was a rewiring in the neural pathways of the brains of every other athlete that had tried to run a 4-minute mile. And they saw, you know what, he could do it. If he could do it, he's not that much taller than me. He's not that much faster than me. He's not any more of an athlete than me. If he can do it, he's providing evidence that I can do it too. And so then he started running. Everyone started running. And a couple days later, someone else broke the 4-minute mile. It had taken years. No one had broke the 4-minute mile, but one person did it, and then another one did it. And then within another week, someone else broke the 4-minute mile. And next thing you know, in a couple of months, there's 10, 15, 20, 30 people that have all broken the 40-minute mile. And so when we can understand that when people are doing what we desire to do, it is a programming and a rewiring of showing us possibility, of showing us what is possible, of showing us how we can do things, and we plug into that, we do become the energetic match for more of it instead of putting up a shield that says, ugh, why did that person get that? So when you can really start to open up your heart and look and say, where is evidence around me? Where is evidence around me of my dreams? Where are people that have already created these things that have hold this frequency that I can help them, get behind them, get in the jet stream of, you make me feel like dancing and get in that energy. Because it's real. Energy is contagious. Just as you know, is when you're around someone that's all doom and gloom and like, oh, woe is me. And in that energy, you feel it. And when you're in someone that's in the energy, you're like, woo, hey y'all, what's up? You feel it too. So, this has been such a fun conversation. So excited, so activated, super excited. Thank you. You're welcome. Forever grateful the universe brought you into my life. Thank you for that. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for everyone for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. If you have any friends that you think would get value out of this conversation, tag them. This conversation will stay in this group, so you can come back and listen to it. And I highly suggest it if you feel like you got value from it, listening again. And for those of you that have asked for the link for the Becoming an Energetic Masterclass, I'm going to drop it in for you right now. For those of you that asked for the link for the alignment experience, the year-long magnetism, I'm so happy to welcome you into that, share with you the details of that. And for those of you that want the details for the Sedona Soul Expansion Immersion happening in February, I'm so excited for that too. So much magic. There's so many things happening in my world. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm grateful for you for your presence. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.